and welcome to another WIP Wednesday. If you're new to the channel, I'm Adrian, and Kiwi is my Indian ringneck. So the way this usually works is I would normally show you the projects that I completed over the last 7 days, and then we would talk a little bit about what I planned on working on and getting finished over the next 7 days. However, this last week I had a bit of a crochet mishap, if that's what you want to call it. Some of you may recall that when I was in the hospital, I was planning on starting an ultimate sacrifice shawl for my mom for her Christmas present. I ended up not starting that until right after I got out of the hospital. I did get it finished this last week, and I will put some pictures up on the screen of what it looked like. And I say looked as in past tense because it no longer looks like that. So what had happened was, while I was working on this shawl, I had been using it as my going places project. What that means is usually I keep at least one project in my bag that I work on, when I go out with my mom, or I work on it when I'm at work. If I've got, a slow spell or something, when I'm selling tickets at work or something, I'll work on it. The only downside to doing this is sometimes the yarn can pick up smells, whether it be fried foods from work or cigarette smoke from being around people that are smoking. It can pick up smells. So when I completed the project, when I completed the shawl, I told Benjamin, I told him in the morning, I told him, I'm going to put this shawl in the washing machine on the delicate cycle, and then I'm going to hang it to dry. If you see it in the washing machine and get there to it before I do, just hang it up. Well, he did get to it before I did, except he didn't look in the washing machine, paid no mind to the fact that there was a shawl in there, and threw 2 weeks of his own dirty clothes into the washing machine on top of it, and washed it for a second time on the normal cycle with jeans and everything else. And when he pulled it out, I went downstairs and I seen that the washing machine was running, and I kind of started freaking out. And I told him, you better hope that shawl comes out okay. I don't know what all you put in there, but you better hope it don't come out with a hole, because that was a week's worth of work and $52 worth of yarn. It was 100% superwash merino wool, fingering weight, 3 hanks at $16.99 a pop. And of course, when he pulled it out, there was a giant hole in it, which y'all may have. It looked like this. I'll put the picture right here. Right here. I'll put a couple of them because I took a couple of them. So that was the only finished project that I got done this week, and it's completely destroyed now. I do still have it. It's hanging up on my wall. I'm not sure what to do with it. My mom suggested maybe letting Casey frog it and use it to make her little yarn tails that she sells at Scream Hollow. Although it being, I mean, usually most people don't have too many problems with superwash merino wool, but it is wool, and so I'm not entirely sure if I can sell it down there without fear of somebody having an allergic reaction. Now, Crystal from Hook That Yarn suggested maybe trying to turn it into a keyhole scarf. I don't know that that's going to work either, because the hole is huge. Like, it's the size of a football. It's really big. I don't know. Now, I wanted very much to yell at Benjamin and ask him why he wouldn't look in the washing machine before throwing his clothes in, you know, just to make sure that it was empty. Like, he should know better. He's 19, he should know better, and he's worked with me and helped me with the yarn and crochet for years now. He should know that there is always a possibility that Mom has something in the washing machine that needs to be hung up or laid flat to dry. He already knows these things. But rather than yell at him, I was like, don't even worry about it, because yelling at him is not going to fix the shawl. It is an unfortunate thing that happens. If you guys have suggestions on what I could do to salvage it or something, let me know, because I really have no idea how to fix this problem, other than to try to tear it all apart, salvage what yarn I can, and maybe use the yarn for something else somewhere down the road. My only issue with that is, at that point, the yarn will have probably various weak points in it, just because of the washer incident. Plus, it's going to be stretched out, so it's going to be thinner than a fingering weight. Or at least it's going to be a thinner fingering weight. I don't know. I'm really tempted to just throw the whole thing away. I mean, it's really hard for me to look at the shawl because I feel like I put so much work and so much effort into it. And, you know, the yarn was very expensive. It's just really hard for me to even look at the shawl, and it's hanging on my door behind the computer. So yeah, if you guys have suggestions on that one, how to fix it, what to do with it, let me know in the comments below. What would you do if you had a situation like this? I will link the pattern in the description box below, as I do all patterns from WIP Wednesdays. So, I mean, it's been a busy week. We've been cleaning up one of our rental properties to get it ready for some new tenants, which is part of the reason why the shawl went with me to so many different places. And Benjamin just started his first weekend. This last weekend was his first weekend working up at Scream Hollow as an actor. He plays an insane asylum patient, which for some reason earlier during my short little bitty live I could not get to come out right. I kept stammering over the words. Because I was live. I did go live yesterday. It was yesterday. I'm filming this on Tuesday, but it was actually yesterday. I did go live for about 25 minutes just to give away free memberships to the channel. If you are new to the channel, I usually do that on the first live of the month and the last live of the month. And I go live every Tuesday at noon Central Standard Time and every Thursday at noon Central Standard Time. Most of the time I have somebody with me to chit-chat with. yesterday, your time, I didn't, and I'm tired. I'm tired. Just between trying to keep the house going and doing housework and working on the weekends and trying to keep the channel running and make sure that I have content, I'm just tired. You know, so I wasn't really feeling up to too long of a live stream anyways, but if you're interested in going back and watching that, you can click up here. I'll put a link up here so you guys can check that out. But anyways, as far as WIPs and what I would like to get completed over the upcoming week, so I noticed at Scream Hollow that the mini bats seem to be selling out pretty quickly. Now, I don't have any, finished to show you, but I do have several that I have the finished pieces for. This bag is a bag full of body parts. I have an alien in here. All of his pieces are finished. I've got 5 bats in here. All of their pieces are finished. The only thing these guys need done is to be sewn together. And the plan is, instead of taking a project to work with me, what I will do is I will just take this bag up there with me to work, and whenever it's slow, I can work on sewing the amigurumi together. I do have one project that's still going to go up there with me, but the idea is to sew the amigurumi together, and when I'm at home, actually crochet the pieces, because I don't want to have to take safety eyes up to work. I've done that before, and it hasn't been a problem, but I just don't want to. It's too much to carry around, especially with Benjamin working at Scream Hollow now, too. I'm mom, which translates to carry my stuff because I don't have enough pockets. Even though he also has a locker that he could put his things in if he wanted to. So that is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of this week. Right now I'm working on this little teal bat here. This little teal bat is what I'm working on right this moment, and it's also one of the miniature bats. I'm going to finish this guy up, or at least finish his pieces up, and add him to the bag. And then this morning, I purchased a cute little spider pattern that I want to try out, which I'll link below as well. And I'm planning on using this Lion Brand nap time yarn to work it up in. I thought that would be cute, at least to give it a go. It is a paid pattern from Etsy. If you're not familiar with nap time, I think it's discontinued now. I think. I could be wrong. But it says it's a medium weight 100% polyester yarn. The recommended crochet hook size is a 5mm. I'm going to be using a 3mm with this yarn. And there is 306 yards per ball. I used this one to make a hippo last year around Christmas time, which actually went to, I believe, my friend Sarah Nicole, who also has a channel. If you guys want to check her out, I'll link all of the channels mentioned in this video in the description box as well. This color is called Pale Aqua. This one is called Navy. I have this in a couple of different colors. I think I got this stuff in an order, I want to say, from Michaels. I don't order from Michaels very often, just because they seem to be a little bit more expensive compared to Joann's. But every now and then when I see a yarn that I really like, I'll go and I'll get, you know, I'll go ahead and I'll place an order with Michaels. I don't know. I know that I wanted to do a little yarn haul for you guys, but I just don't have the money right now. I'm going to have to wait and see, you know, how the financial situation is after I get paid from Scream Hollow. I guess this year, instead of paying us after the season, they're actually going to break it up and try to pay us monthly. So sometime by Friday, I'm supposed to be getting a paycheck for September's, for September, which for me it'll only be 2 weeks, but it was actually a 3-week work month at Scream Hollow. But because I was in the hospital for a week, I missed out on the second week that we were open. And then Benjamin will only get the first week that he worked, because he only worked one weekend. But yeah, so I'm thinking that I may not be able to do a yarn haul video until October or even maybe November, because yeah, I kind of wanted to do a yarn haul video at some point, just because I need that fix. I gotta go buy some yarn is what it is. But anyways, aside from those things, I don't have a lot planned, other than to, you know, work on the other panel. I might every now and then take a break between amigurumis to work on this top. The other panel is what is in my bag. It's in my bag right now to go with me. So it'll be that panel and then this bag. I am still working on the tutorial video for this top. So hopefully I can get it finished. I don't know. I would say maybe mid-November, depending on what all I've got going on. I know the first weekend of November I'm working at Scream Hollow, and then the first 3 weekends of December I'm going to be at Scream Hollow. So, you know, those weekends are pretty much all used up because of the weird hours that we work out there. And then, you know, during the day, it's just kind of regular stuff. I don't know, I feel like I haven't been getting a whole lot of crochet time in. Other people would say that I get a lot of crochet done. I don't know. I really feel like I haven't been making a whole lot of content. I feel like a lot of my videos have gotten shorter and shorter. I have been putting out more members only content, like videos, which I have kind of decided that that's going to be a little bit of a thing on my channel, that they're kind of like behind the scenes or kind of blog style videos, where if you're a member you can see more in depth into my life and how I do things and what's going on and things like that. Whereas the regular videos will be more yarn related. If that makes any sense. I think it makes sense. I mean, it makes total sense to me. But, you know, if you guys are interested in becoming a member, that would be totally awesome. I am trying to gain more memberships. It helps support the channel. And I only have one tier. I didn't do like the whole multiple tier thing. I know it's suggested by YouTube, but I just did one tier for $2.99, and then you get full access to everything. You know, the little emojis, the member-only videos, member-only lives. You get a discount in my Etsy shop. You get access to member-only giveaways, things like that. But I just thought it was easier to set it at $2.99 a month for everything rather than trying to keep up with multiple tiers and trying to remember which tier has which perk and all of this stuff. So I just did it all in one tier. But anyways, guys, I think that is about it for today. I need to get off of here and sit down and like film some stitch tutorials for you guys for Stitch of the Week. I really, I don't really have anything other than my live stream on Thursdays. I really don't have anything planned for Thursdays. But I would love to hear about what kind of content you guys would like to see. My most popular content that I make is tutorials, but I would love to know what all you guys are interested in seeing as far as types of videos on the channel. For a while I was doing Slipper Sunday, where I would work up a pair of slippers and show those to you on Sunday. I still haven't made my way through that book. It's just with everything that's going on and all the different projects I have going on, I've had to kind of set that one aside. For a while I was doing a series called Timed Tuesdays, where I would take a project and time myself making it just to see how many hours of work actually went into that specific project. It's like, if you guys feel like it, I will put maybe, I don't know if I can, but maybe I can put a link in the description box to all of my different playlists, or maybe just my list of playlists, and you guys can check them out and see what you guys like. I don't know. I'm just looking for suggestions on, content. Anyhow, I am going to let you guys go so that I can finish this bat and maybe start filming a couple of stitch tutorials before I start playing around with this spider pattern. So I will see you guys tomorrow at noon for my live stream. Yeah, I don't know how long a live it'll be, but I will see you guys then. Bye!